There is nothing quite like a Cuban cigar. Right, Ramon? The rich texture, the full flavor, so relaxing. Oh, fiddlesticks. No ashtray. Ramon, open your mouth.
The Opie and Anthony Show. XM 202.
Okay, terrific.
Okay, terrific.
You're checking out the Opie and Anthony Show, the O&A virus spreading across America.
Yes.
Thanks to XM Satellite Radio. We're doing our own marketing at this point. We got a huge hit today on Good Morning America, Anthony.
That was huge. National.
This Eric kid is unbelievable. He really is.
This Eric kid's going to go far.
He was a huge hire for the program. Absolutely a huge hire. He got the job done again today. Yep. Good Morning America. And he has these just massive, huge Opie and Anthony signs, wow signs, our cartoon faces, just massive. It wasn't just a little thing where you're like, wait, what was that? I mean, you couldn't help it. It was the whole thing. It was very distracting.
You weren't looking at anyone else's sign or anything in that shot.
No.
Not even the anchor, the person that was doing the report or anything. You're looking at those stupid, colorful signs popping up and down.
There are a lot of good signs we have around the office. People send in some really funny ones.
Oh, people send in.
Ben, that's a lot. We got a great sign. Some listener sent in. It's hilarious. It says Opie Anthony XM,
right.
And above it in big yellow letters it says shit dick.
Yes, because people listen to the program. They hear us they hear us talk about things. They heard us play that song, Shit Dick, and then they send in signs.
That was a fine song on the Panzerfaust record label, Shit Dick. It was a
little song from Panzerfaust Records, Shit Dick.
1992.
Who wrote Shit Dick?
Now we got to play the song for all the new listeners.
Ed Norton.
Mrs. Manicotti walks in. Oh, Judas P. Shit Dick.
Little song, Panzerfaust Records, Shit Dick. Oh, Mr. Cramden.
Oh, we're popping it in there. There we are. It's a fine number.
Of course it is.
Shit Dick.
Well, we got some gossip, but we should play this song for all the new listeners out there.
Can you get that shirt out of the way there, Hawk? There we go. So you can see Shit Dick when you're in the studio.
Oh, we're putting the signs back where they were?
They should be up there.
Oh, that's where it was? It was taken down. We'll explain in a second.
Why would anyone take down?
We'll explain in a second,
okay.
But for the new listeners, a lot of people, just getting their XM satellite radios for Christmas, they don't know what this song's about, but so we should just play it.
You're right,
and then the sign was made, and then it caused a stir at the office after we left the air yesterday. So first, the song.
We hate all shooters! Andy Warhol! Shooter! Mick Jagger! Shooter! Michael Jackson!
Shit dick! Rod Stewart! Shit dick! Richard Gere! Bud Turbulent Shit dick! We ate the funky shit dick! Jesus. The funky shit dick! You're sick, sick, sick! There you have it, the song that started it all, Anthony, right?
Yeah, this was sent in by Panzerfaust Records, and it's an assortment of really bad racist and homophobic music. And, we listen to these things, people send them in, we listen to anything, and they're offensive. I'll fess up to that. Very offensive, but there's something about these Panzerfaust ones that are just catchy in a dopey way.
Makes you chuckle a little bit.
And you find yourself at home going, shit dick. You'll be singing that one.
Jim Norton.
Shit dick.
I don't like that version.
Under the porch, shit dick.
No, that's not the lyrics.
Viagra taking,
straight shit dick.
People at Sirius.
Shit dick.
So then our listeners started making signs.
Yeah.
And one of them is the shit dick sign that is displayed over the window.
And some people don't like it, Opie.
What?
Some people got a little annoyed from what I hear.
And basically, Anthony and I, when 10 o'clock comes, we just leave.
I flee the studio.
We're pretty much calling it in these days. We've done 10 years of radio together. We just call it in. I mean, let's be honest with each other.
Call it in.
We are here about 5:15, so we'll show prep 45 minutes a day, tops. 10 o'clock comes, we can't be bothered. We go right home, right?
Get me out of here.
But our fine staff stays sometimes till like 5 in the afternoon, right?
Wow.
All day, Anthony.
That's
all day
crazy.
To make us look good because we really don't care at
They
this
stay
point.
till my bedtime.
Right.
5 o'clock. Fucking schedule.
Are you guys insane? Time management.
All right. Yeah, that's good.
All right, so they're working their asses off yesterday, and what happened? I guess Eric
was the first one, or Ben, that heard the commotion?
Hold on, Ben.
Commotion.
Hold on.
It's Ben. Hurricane Ben.
Look at him herking jerk to this song.
It's Ben.
Have a herky jerky.
Yeah, no, I heard the door. I was in the office. I heard the door slam. It sounded, these doors are
What
really
door?
heavy.
The studio doors? Yeah, they weigh about 500 pounds
Yeah,
each.
these are soundproof, heavy doors. I just heard, so I couldn't believe how loud it was. And
By the way, it's impossible to slam that door. Try it. Someone try to slam this door.
Hope wants that
You
door
have to be
slammed.
so pissed to actually slam.
It was way louder than that.
Yeah.
I heard it all the way across the hall. It was loud. Someone was pissed.
Someone was pissed, and that's all you heard.
I was on the computer. I wasn't really. But I then heard.
You were trying to get the latest gossip.
Yeah,
Of course you are.
What happened? A door slamming in Boston.
So then Eric actually knows what happened, right?
So later on, one of the guys here at XM was doing an interview using our studio.
What time
Now,
was
now
doing the
why
interview?
was he doing that?
I guess he got permission.
He got permission to use the Opie and Anthony studio.
It says the Opie and Anthony
Right.
studio, basically. This huge sign says Opie and Anthony.
Now, there's 2 studios in here. There's the Opie and Anthony studio,
which is really huge and
palatial.
Roomy.
and quite
Roomy.
luxurious, Anthony.
You could really stretch
Look,
out
we
and
could
give a
all
big
just
yawn, right, Ben?
Look at us. Everyone can stretch at the same time. Look.
Big through the hips. Roomy.
Roomy.
Very roomy.
If this was a woman, it would be a size 14.
Right. Big fat studio.
This is a large space.
And then there's the other studio.
Then there's the other closet.
where
that
all
they
the
use for
people
Frank's Place.
that used to use this big, huge studio.
Oh. Look at the size. Giant.
They were kind of displaced, and they were given that little thing over there.
They turned someone's office, which wasn't even really an office.
No,
it was a desk and a phone.
There was a half of office.
Yeah, into a studio where they fit a console, monitors, TV, everything you would need for a studio in a closet.
Right.
And that is what everyone else uses.
Right.
Because I believe people knew there would be some type of conflict if some of the people that worked here previously to us being here started using our studio because we like it in a certain way. And that certain way is hanging up some of our trophies of conquests in our pictures that we hang on the walls.
Some of the new
And some
girls
of
that
our-
have been on the
Right.
show.
some of our videos and DVDs that we get
Oh, yeah,
from
sure.
friends of the show?
He spilt the chips.
Oh my God, the poker chips are falling out. What, are you gonna heave those at somebody?
Yeah, then we have the famous poker chips, Anthony, that could be thrown at a guest at any
Not
given
very
time.
offensive, but then you look up top and there's various lubricants on the shelves.
Well, you got the Century Sex video and the wiffle ball bat that's been used a few times, and sure, all the KY and lubricants, and then the montage of girls that have been naked on the show,
and the signs.
And the signs, right.
The signs.
Well, let's go from right to left. You got Donkey Sausage, Opie and Anthony.
Yeah.
Lil Connor, Opie and Anthony.
Lil
Then you got
Connor.
Where's Chester?
Where's Chester?
Opie and Anthony XM. I mean, if you want to add to the signs, that would be wonderful.
Yeah.
And then this one over here that caused all the problems.
Shit dick.
In our studio.
Now, what this sign is meant for...
This is like coming into our house when you enter that door over there.
What that sign is meant for is for assault on the media.
Eventually.
That's like our atomic bomb.
Yeah, that's like phase 3.
Yeah.
When it gets boring. You know, eventually it'll get boring just to see our names in WOW and FM
when
on
we
TV.
want to ruin it.
And then we'll start really up in the ante, yes.
Because if you're sitting there watching the news and all of a sudden you see shit dick pop up, man, that is such a treat. I guarantee if you're at home watching and you see shit dick pop up, shit dick Opie and Anthony, you will laugh so hard you will have to go to the bathroom.
You might hemorrhage.
Yeah, it's one of those things because you see it on TV and it's shocking. Shock. It's shocking. So you see it, and that's what the sign is for.
Right.
But, you know, people that don't know the backstory might see that and think, you know, we're hateful.
But this is our playhouse.
This is our playhouse. We have stuff in here.
Right, and we don't
And if someone wants to come in and use our studio because it's roomy and big enough to have guests in, it's not our problem if they're offended by some of the stuff that goes on in here.
Well, who was using the studio?
The people from the Broadway channel.
The Broadway channel.
and
The
they're not used-
Broadway channel. On Broadway. Nice.
The people, Eric, or is it? How many people?
The gentleman who runs the Broadway.
Oh, gentlemen.
And he's not used to shit dick?
Well, we don't know.
We really don't know, Rich.
We don't know.
I don't think
Please,
he...
Broadway. Please, how about Nathan Lane's shit dick?
All right, Rich.
Nathan Lane?
Let's relax,
Could be.
okay?
I can't imagine why somebody from a Broadway who runs a Broadway channel would be offended by shit dick.
I don't either.
I cannot imagine why.
I don't know.
All right, so what happened?
So they come in, they set up.
Now, who were they interviewing?
I don't know who the lady is, but she had to be pushing 50, so she's well established in Broadway.
Yeah.
I hear she's a very famous Broadway actress.
Oh, really?
If you're in the Broadway circle, you would know who she
Right,
was.
if you're not, you could care less about
So
this
I have
aging
no
meatbag.
idea.
Exactly.
So they come in.
What was her name? Mario Cantone?
Mario Cantone. Oh.
Shit dick!
You have to say this, Cartman. Mario Cantone. I can't do the impression, obviously.
So anyway, they come in and they're setting up, and the engineer that they're using makes sure that our settings are fine. They redo it so they can do their interview. They do the interview.
Yeah.
About 25 minutes. Interview goes by. All done. The actress gets up with her publicist and leaves. The Broadway guy's here, and somebody who's, I think he might be the head of the New York Theaters Guild.
Mr. Faversham? Putting on the Lodge show, I believe.
The Broadway guy is sitting where Rich is, and the New York Theater Guild guy is sitting right here on the lesbian couch.
Oh, boy.
And
If only he knew.
They're talking with the person who...
Closest he'll get to vagina.
They're talking with the person who was engineering the show. And I see the Broadway guy's face just getting all mad.
Uh-oh.
So we're in the producer's studio doing some work, so we turn it on, pot it up so we can hear what's going on.
Oh.
I wish you taped it.
We tried to, but they would have known we were taping it. We tried to. We really did.
Wow.
He's all upset, starts complaining to the engineer, saying, you know, doesn't XM have some kind of line of decency that this stuff isn't appropriate in the
They
workplace?
hired us. No, they don't.
In the workplace.
In the workplace.
In the
It's like,
work.
This isn't a workplace.
And
We get to
while
just screw off. That's our jobs. This isn't work.
This isn't an office that you go to work in.
Stop confusing radio with a workplace.
Well, it is. No, that's the people that do confuse it only get to a certain level and wonder why nobody knows their name or cares
Right.
about them. That's why, stupid.
Believe it or not, this is a place like an artist's studio. It's not an office. This is where you come in and create.
We're artists.
And make things unfettered by stupid office regulations like you want to smear all over the place.
Anyone that says workplace, my opinion is that's the type of jizz bucket that will throw that word around to scare the boss. I don't like that type of harassment in the workplace.
Yeah, because it instantly conjures up the harassment things and people getting in trouble.
I can't wait to get rid of those cubicles.
Yeah,
Can't happen soon enough.
Out in Z.
When is the bulldozer coming in?
We should have a party. Just get a sledgehammer and
Because it does look like a workplace. Because all these
these offices,
all these
cubicles.
bores that have been hanging out in this office for the last few years have made it into a boring
They
workplace
try
atmosphere.
to be individuals by hanging little things up
Yeah,
in the
little
cubicle, but it's still a cubicle.
placards.
Oh,
So what happened,
need a
Eric?
tsunami to sweep through here and just wash it out a window.
So like I said, I see the guy getting mad, so we potted up and we're listening, and he's talking about, doesn't XM have some kind of line of decency that everyone has to follow, in the workplace? And while he's saying that, he leans over, and that sign was on the floor at the time.
The shit dick sign.
Picks up the shit dick sign, and he starts waving it in his left hand, right? And he's like,
Would have been
I mean, look at this. Shit dick.
You know
And
what he
he says
should
it
have
in a
done?
deep
Grabbed
voice.
a camera and snapped a picture of him holding that sign up. We'd have put it up on the website.
He was mad because it wasn't a real dick in his hand.
Oh, Voss, that's not
Shut
polite.
up, those Broadway faggots. Let me tell you something about this.
If you want
I don't
to
even
sue
know.
anyone, his name is Rich Voss. Rich
Well,
I
Voss.
tried
said that.
hitting
I
dump
didn't
buttons
say
around
anything.
here.
We have no idea if this guy.
I try
what
hitting
this
dump
guy
buttons.
does.
I don't know if they work or not around
I
here.
don't know. I didn't say any guy's name, but there are a bunch of liberals that get so mad at everything. They're just a bunch of babies. You can't say this, say that. The goddamn. You know what? If Janine Garofalo was in here saying that shit, they wouldn't have a problem. Why? Am I in trouble or something?
No, go.
No, I just fucking, forget it. Just liberals.
Dude, I personally, I can't see why anyone who runs a Broadway channel would be offended by the term shit dick. I don't know why that would bother
What
them
is
or
that?
affect them at all.
Right.
It has
it's
nothing to
just
do with
in
them.
here?
What?
No. What?
What?
Shut up, you coward. What? Jesus, will you be a man for once? Stop going. He's looking around. Is he here? Shut
Yeah,
up.
no,
I
I get
didn't
all
say that.
scared like the guy might be here.
No, I thought it was like an
What's he
XM
going to do,
thing.
run in and sing at you? Shut your mouth. I didn't appreciate that. Get back in the closet studio. That is a closet studio, as it should be.
Voss, stupid Voss. Fuck off, Voss. Gonna come in and sing and dance at his face.
Right. The Jets versus the shit dicks. Yuck.
Oh my God.
How about that? You know what? I don't want to offend anybody's sense of decency. So what may have to happen?
Yeah.
No longer permitted in the studio.
We don't want to upset anybody.
Yes, that might have to be
unfortunately.
the
Yeah,
new
well,
rule.
he entered our atmosphere here, so.
Yeah.
Of course, nobody's waving it around. That sign is up in the top corner. You don't have to look at it.
Right.
Get a hold of yourself.
But this is part of the workplace.
The workplace.
So we need to, get rid of anything. And I heard that there was some offense taken
Well,
at the
it goes to that, right?
nude
right
woman
up there.
picture.
So
Oh
the guy's
my
holding
God.
the holding the sign and waving it to the engineer, and he goes, "I mean, come on, shit, dick, what is this?" And then he throws the sign down, right? The theater guild guy sitting right here, and he goes, he's like, "We walked in here, and I didn't notice until about a couple of minutes we're doing the interview that all this indecency is in here. I mean, if I would have known," and he points to the
hot naked
wonderful
pictures.
wall of hot
Beautiful girls.
Right. And the last one is one of the girls that were in the studio here, young, nude, on all fours on a bed.
Yeah, that's the girl that
giving
took.
a sexy little look.
Well, that's the girl that took 3 fingers, Anthony.
Right.
Yep.
And
Selena.
there is nothing offensive about that photo.
Nope, she's just
It is
topless.
a beautiful photo.
Beautiful. She's not in the Opie and Anthony studio.
Yeah.
3 fingers. I got her beat by
And-
2.
It's very surprising that somebody else from Broadway would be offended
Yeah.
by the naked girls. And it's amazing. These are probably the same people that would scream if you complained about Robert Mapplethorpe's work. These are probably the same people that would fight for his right to freedom of expression.
Right.
Because you're a homophobe if you find Mapplethorpe repugnant. When it's a bunch of naked girls, well, now it's a problem in, here's our favorite term, the workplace.
The workplace. This is where we create.
Yes.
We come in on a daily basis and talk and get ideas, and a lot of that is based on our environment. We can't sit at those cubicles and start talking back and forth and do the show that we do in here because the atmosphere just isn't conducive to this type of show. We come in, we like the atmosphere, it's comfortable. I think you could tell even the first few shows before we really got comfortable in here, it's a little off, you know what I mean?
Sure.
And then as time goes by and we add and personalize the studio more, it becomes more familiar and friendly and more us, and we do we're able to create better.
It's called a studio because artists work in a studio.
Right.
So go back to your cubicle because that's where you belong.
Yeah.
You are an office dullard, and you consider this a workplace. So go back to the cubicle.
Yeah.
And whatever it is you do in the cubicle is your business.
If you want to go to your closet and conduct an interview,
That's what you should
Fine.
do. The little closet office.
Right.
You should get back in that closet and just begin interviewing people. That's where you should do your interviews.
Exactly.
There is a little closet with a little bit of office, with a little bit of microphones. That's where you can do all your interviews.
that's it.
You know?
Absolutely.
But don't
do you
come
think
in
at
here.
Broadway, when they're rehearsing for shows, do you think there's little things up on the walls and in the dressing rooms? Do you think maybe there's a picture of, I don't know, some guy with tight abs?
Yeah, Baryshnikov.
Muscles? Baryshnikov or something?
Yeah.
Maybe. That inspires them.
Sure. Pair of tights that show off his mule and his bag and his veins. You don't hear any complaints about that, I'll bet.
Are you talking about Ben? I thought you were talking about our own Ben Sparks for a moment.
I can't imagine why they'd be offended.
So what else, Eric? That was about it, or didn't they talk to Bruce, the guy that runs the New York office?
That's where this is leading. So
Okay.
the theater guild guy, is pointing to the pictures of the girls.
Yeah.
He goes, I mean, look at this. Next time, this is all has to be taken down. It's like we have to get
really?
rid of
Next
all of this,
time.
right? So, like Bruce said, came in and Bruce goes, oh, wait a minute. Whether you like it or not, these guys run this place. And until I'm told
like
different,
that.
you do not touch anything. You leave it here, and this is their studio. And Bruce says, oh, we'll just find some other place for you to record.
Very good. See,
Thank
Bruce
you, Bruce.
knows.
Bruce is a huge fan
Bruce
of the show.
is the man.
He is the man.
Well, he knows we're not going around, and telling as much as we bust balls or whatever, we're not telling anybody else in the office we're not pretending we're offended at anything they do or trying to get them to change the way they run business at all. I would never go into that other studio and care what they're doing. Ever. If they were in this studio, I would never care what they were doing.
And if you had to use that studio for something, you'd go in there, use it, and would it matter what was there?
None
or
of my
hanging up or-
business.
Right. None of your business.
And it's not the guy. It's not the Frank's Place guy that we're talking about. I like him. I see him a lot. We say hello now, and
He's conformed.
Yeah.
well, a little awkwardness at the beginning, and now we're all finding a way to coexist.
Yeah, we
and-
don't mind the Oompa Loompa anymore.
We like him.
There's the Oompa Loompa update. We don't mind him anymore.
Because
I nod at him now.
Again-
I'm almost to the point where I'm going to actually say hi. I nod, though.
we are arrogant dickheads. And,
No,
and
we're
in
not.
fairness, we
We really
are.
are.
We came in here, and look, here was the attitude. Hello, little man. Beat it. Take your sign down and tell your story walking. We were kind of dickheads about it. I'll acknowledge that. I
Sure.
certainly was.
Sure.
Walking around the office talking to Bruce. I can't wait to get these shitty cubicles out of here so bands can come in and play. Sorry, I know you've been working and sweating here. So, all right, I can see why some people wouldn't like us.
All right.
You walked around all cocksure.
Speaking of...
Cock of the walk, Ant. Cock of the walk. Although I'm sure that wouldn't offend certain people. Just speculating. I don't have anybody in mind, of course. Yuck!
All right, what's the problem?
Oh, boy.
What's the problem? What's the problem?
The Emperor is not happy with his coffee.
Oh, no. Are we going to have to break into,
Jim Norton. Coffee Diva.
Look at that cup. What brand is on that cup?
I don't know.
It doesn't taste good. I don't like it.
Where do we get our coffee every day?
I like Starbucks.
I like Starbucks.
And I don't like supporting the savages that run most of these delis.
You're insane.
Yup.
You betcha. You might be right.
Yeah.
What is this?
You want to taste this?
wow, that's really nice. Throw it against the wall.
I'm not that.
Diva.
I'm a diva.
I want Starbucks coffee.
You betcha.
Jim Norton. Coffee Diva.
I know Starbucks is a big world order type of thing.
At least they're not funding terrorism.
I was walking down the street and some construction guy was shouting at me, "Hey, show me your cans." So I did. And he plummeted 17 floors and was impaled on a forklift. But my tits looked great.
Please, wow responsibly. A public service announcement of the Opie and Anthony Show.
It's the O&A virus.